right, next guy. You know, I always get, you know, how many of you consider yourself a former soldier? You're never really a former soldier, are you? You always kind of keep those skills. You never are ever a former policeman either. My wife laughs at me because when I go into a restaurant, I go into the back, I go in so I'm facing the main entrance. I look at everybody, I can pretty much tell you who I'm going to be worried about and who I'm not going to be worried about. Come on guys, admit it, right? We all do it. You're never former anything. These skills that your taxpayer dollars on the federal level and the state level went to make you the people that you are never go away. So this next gentleman says he's a former policeman, but I know better. He's also a state representative. He knows something about HB 135. He also knows about the gun confiscation that is currently going on in New York and Australia and all across this world. It's not going to make us safer. Big round of applause for DanDumaine.
I love seeing this. This is exactly what we need. Before I get started, I just wanted to say that you need to look at the record of who the Republicans were that voted for the repeal of Stand Your Ground. There were 3 of them. There were 3. And those 3 Republicans, if had they voted with us, we'd have been ahead by 1 vote. We'd have won, and Speaker Norelli would have tied it, but House Bill 135 would have died. They gotta go. But kudos to the 12 Democrats who crossed over. This is not about Republican and Democrat. It's about socialism and liberty. There are those who stand against the Constitution and they label it anything they want to, and they throw any amendment under the bus they want to. If it suits them, the amendment's good. If it doesn't suit, the amendment's bad. What these people don't know is if you take the teeth out of the Constitution, which is our right to keep and bear arms, we're going to lose the whole Constitution. I took an oath as a Marine. I took an oath as a Keene police officer, a constitutional oath. I took an oath as a Troy part-time police officer and as a Cheshire County deputy sheriff. I took an oath. I hold to that oath. I will not disobey that oath. I will obey the Constitution and not unconstitutional laws. And no law enforcement officer should enforce unconstitutional laws. I normally speak off the cuff, but today I got some information for you. How many people know that Australia has had their guns confiscated? Have you seen the YouTube? If you haven't, you got to look at it. They have taken the guns away. They are destroying them. You'll see them with big cranes taking all kinds, thousands of guns and dumping them and cutting them and burning them down. They've taken them away from the people. The people are unarmed. And the statistics that I saw on the YouTube was armed robberies up 69%. Gun assaults up 28%. Murder up 19%. Home invasions up 21%, and they don't even, the politicians over there, want a definition of home invasion. I can give you that. I mean, if they want me to tell them that somebody coming into your house and they're not supposed to, and if they're going to hurt you in any way, you shoot them. And it's as simple as that. A home invasion is a burglary. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. Now I want to just say, I want to quote, this is a message from the Australian people. Don't think it can't happen to you. This is, they're telling us this. Don't think it can't happen to you. It can, and already is. America's rights are quickly eroding, like ours already has. And we don't have a chance in hell of getting those rights back, because they lost their teeth. They don't have the teeth to stop it from happening. It's happening here. You and I have to stand united. Pro-gun people, pro-life people, anti-tax people. We need to all come together. United we stand and divided we fall. You may disagree with the life choice issue. You may disagree with the gun, but if you agree with any one of these things, we've got to come together as one. We outnumber them. But if we separate and go into our own little areas, we're going to be defeated. So we need to stand our ground and stand strong, stand for the Second Amendment, and come all together. And check out the records. We need to unseat these 3 Republicans. I won't mention names, I was gonna, but they're obviously on the list. Because they're the reason that we lost this in the House. But we'll win it in the state. In the Senate, I mean. God bless you. God bless you, the first line of defense, the state of New Hampshire and America. Thank you.
Is that loud enough for you?
Croc TV.